Good evening, my friends, fans, and all you amazing toy lovers. It's Friday once again, and someone's mic is distorting. Doesn't matter. Two shows in the space of 1 week, and in the words of Simon Flack himself, let's get this show on the road. Not bad, huh, lads? Not bad, not bad. The Rabbitohs are playing Magic Round tomorrow, so we won't have to worry about any spoilers tonight. And yet again, the lads are here for King and Country, bringing you the best toy news and unboxings. We have a big show tonight ahead with Transformers, maybe some Warhammer, definitely a massive, colossal Super 7 offering from Thundercats. And I mean, what is it with all these tanks at the moment, man? I don't know. And in the studio, we have a full-strength squad of fine gentlemen, beg your pardon, a bit tongue-tied there, super enthused and generous with their time in true fashion. So kick back, grab yourself a beverage, stay tuned, and we will be right back after this. Oh, gents, what about tropical snakes? We're actually live. Hello, how are you? How's everyone?
Fantastic now.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Dave's talking about tropical snakes.
It's the voice coming from the darkness.
We got some comments. Good evening, Rob Franklin. How are you going? Thank you once again for joining us. Yeah, so as you can see, ta-da! Not quite the unboxing.
Well,
because
it would take us half an hour.
Exactly. Like
Just to get it out of the box.
Here's one we prepared earlier.
Here's one.
Remember when we unboxed Unicron? How long that took?
Exactly.
That was ridiculous.
And that wasn't even live. That was pre-recorded.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was like, no, we're not going to do that again. Actually, I'm just going to try and see if I can get this down here. It's a bit cumbersome at the moment. There you go. Yeah, so we took the liberty of unboxing it today. I mean, really, it came in one piece in the styrofoam. There's the artwork. So pretty soon I'm going to let everyone have a look at that artwork, and I'm going to move the box in a second.
Yep.
And then we're going to deep dive into some of this, but then I can also talk quickly about the Thundercats franchise. We have a very short episode for you tonight because some of us have to bolt after a certain time.
We've got parental duties.
Yeah. But
technically, yeah, me too. My dog, my child.
Oh,
Yeah.
You've got a curfew.
Yes,
I
right.
do. Yes.
Your parental
Pumpkins
duties
and all
are,
It has to be home by
you
9.
have to be home.
Hey,
by a
Matt.
certain time.
Matt Broadbent. Good evening, Matt. It's been a while. Thank you so much for joining us. Haven't seen you for a long time, so I hope you're well. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you like the new what do you call the Toy Reel Dojo.
It is a dojo, isn't it?
It's like a little Toy Reel Dojo.
I
And
thought-
you know what? I'm really
thinking.
excited because, like I said, we have a full strength squad here.
That
tonight.
makes you like the Splinter.
He's the
I'm
Splinter.
not
You
Splinter.
are.
No,
He's
no.
Splinter. I'm
He's
Mikey.
Definitely Shredder behind the camera. There.
I'm Mikey. Who are you? You're Raph, and
I'm
you're
Mike.
Leo because you got the blue one.
So-
Yeah, there you go.
There you
Mark
go. And I've
Jones
even
goes-
got a-
Sorry. Yeah.
It's
you
the
know,
foot shit. Oh, there you go. I didn't
Hey,
know what it was.
but on a
Total
serious
shredder.
note, it's nice to have you, by the way.
Yeah, it's
back on.
very nice to be here.
Always,
It's always great to be on a couch next to Simon.
you notice
Oh,
that?
yeah, Mikey, of course. Yeah,
Oh,
100%.
mate, you flatter me.
Big silence there.
How
And of
impromptu
course-
was that?
And of course, we got Dave in the studio who always polishes my turds and makes my life a lot easier. So thank you, Dave.
There are some nice turds after they're polished.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And before we start the show, thank you very much to Rode Microphones for all the wonderful gear that we use show after show. Thank you so much.
Fantastic.
Makes
work.
us sound good, makes us look good. And also to Alex Gento as well as Virgil Donati for all the music beds that you hear on all the pre-recorded as well as all the live streams. So
Classic.
Classic
thanks.
stuff.
Thanks.
Very
All
good stuff.
Beautiful.
But before we get onto that quickly, just for the audience, we are quite a few in terms, but it's great that we have. So in case anyone's wondering, Jason's moved back to Melbourne.
He has. He's
So-
departed and left us behind.
Yeah, exactly. But now I feel like it's nice here. And sometimes Cookie comes on the show, and yeah, some of the guys are based in Melbourne. So, but like you said, the core here,
This
Of course
is Sydney boys.
the Sydney
Sydney
boys. That's it.
The toy mecca
It's
of
almost
Australia.
the South Sydney boys.
Yeah, it's almost the South
Ruined
Sydney
by one.
boys.
We're all
Mm.
part of a direction of Sydney.
The direction, Sydney boys.
Yeah.
Ugh. Oh,
and,
yes.
also thanks to Kurt and Kurt, the Von Badinsky brothers. They were like, "Hey, dude, we gotta use your pints again." So
They're
Pints
good
of back.
glasses. Yeah. Really good.
Um, Rob Franklin, yes, look at the size of that tank. I think you're going to need a bigger coffee table.
It's
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay, so let's dive into this. And I wanted Andrew on the show today because he's a big Thundercats
I
fan.
love Thundercats.
He loves Thundercats. So I'm just going to go and flip over to that roving camera there. Actually, shall we get the box out of the way?
Yes.
Thank you, Dave. He's good man. Let's get him on camera. Let's get Dave on camera. He's gonna walk in. He's gonna walk in. Look at him.
Come and get the box, Dave.
Come and get the box with Dave. Dave, come on, get the box.
Look, magic.
Magic. See, I'm using the force. It went.
Awesome.
Thank you, Dave.
Let's get.
Did
Thank
we
you,
even
David.
show off the artwork? What was on the back?
You know what? Doesn't matter. We'll. I mean, look at that
Who
glorious.
cares? The box.
Okay.
We want to see the real thing.
It's
I-
amazing.
I gotta say, so Dave's gonna jump back on the ISO cam, and we're gonna get some close-ups. We're gonna open a couple of things. I'm gonna get Andrew's impressions on this because he's a big Thundercat fan. I'm a big Thundercat fan. Were you ever a Thundercat fan? Middling, just casually.
Casual. Dirty casual.
Dirty casual.
I reckon that the original cartoon, I reckon that Thundercats holds up as either as good or better than most of the really popular 80s cartoon shows. I think I rate it higher than Masters of
What
the
did you
Universe.
think about the remake?
Which one?
Well, it depends.
Uh,
there was Thundercats
the-
Like
Raw,
the 2000
and then there's 2011.
the 2000 and X-ish
Yeah.
one
Don't-
wasn't too bad. I
What
didn't
was the
mind
one
it.
with the pedalils, the things that live for 24 hours?
I don't know.
There was
a
one that
heart-wrenching.
there was a series that was released. It was quite well drawn, and I don't know much about Thundercats, but I watched a lot of that show. It was not Raw because Raw's like the really
The
kiddie
kiddie
one.
Mm.
It was the one just before that. and it
Okay,
was
so
really-
that's one I don't mind.
Let's just go through a quick little primer, okay?
Yeah.
Do it.
Thundercats is an American media franchise. It featured a fictional group of cat-like humanoid aliens. The characters were created by a guy called Tobin Ted Wolfe, originally featured in an animated television series named The Thundercats. It ran from 1985 to 1989, which was animated by a Japanese studio called Pacific Animation Corporation.
Hmm.
It was co-produced by Rankin Boss Animated Entertainment. Now, like its predecessors, Masters of the Universe, the Thundercats franchise simultaneously launched as a line of action figures produced by the infamous LJN.
No.
Okay.
Quality.
And
Quality.
a syndicated after school weekend or weekday cartoon. Now, I'll just quick primer, and then we can talk about the 3 different cartoons. Now, the original Thundercats was animated in Japan while being produced, like I said, written and voice acted in America. The series was originally distributed by Rankin-based Productions, then parent company Totally Pictures Corporation, which would later then merge with Lorimar Productions in February of 1986. Now, in 1989, Lorimar Telepictures was purchased by and folded into Warner Brothers, okay, whose television syndication arm would eventually assume distribution of the show. Warner Brothers has owned the rights to the series and all Lorimar Telepictures programming from that point on. So altogether, we have 3 TV series, starting with the original 1985.
Yep.
And then in 2011, we had the TV series, which was a bit more of an animated modern reboot.
Yeah.
And then in 2018,
Yeah.
we had the Thundercats Raw, which is sort of like a
Teen Titans.
Titans.
Yeah.
correct, exactly.
Teen Titans Go.
I believe you're
Yeah.
still sitting on boxes of toys from the 2011 short-lived toy launch, aren't you?
No, not necessarily. I'm not that elitist.
Do you think that's up there as
Oh,
one of the bigger flops in the last 20 years?
I don't
as a toy
know.
line?
Ooh.
I don't know. I collected
You
them all.
couldn't give it away at
Well,
one stage.
some of the figures were pretty bad. There was some of the collector ones that weren't
They,
so
they
bad.
jumped
though.
around scales too
Yeah, they
much.
did.
You know, 4 inch,
100%.
6 and different looks too, because they had the bigger ones.
And that's why I had issues with it because you have the
otherwise, like,
bigs and then the collectors and
I
the
think-
collectors and the bigs were even different.
I think
Yeah,
I picked up a hell of a lot of it at the reject shop.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Remember
they.
when it was on
I
Yes,
actually
through the
remember
reject
seeing
shop.
them at the reject shop.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna get the couple of thoughts on that, and then we're gonna show the 2 iconic characters, both Lionel and Panthro, in there. But I'm also going to talk a bit about Tank, and then obviously Andrew can open up and then just
have
give
a
you
play.
a general play. We got a few things to get through, but I'll make this very quick. So another quick thing also, the 80s and 90s kids will remember the Thundercats. And actually, it's funny because Mark Jones made a comment that was created by Wolf. Actually, his name is Tobin Wolf, but Mark actually said a bloke called Wolf invented Thundercats, question mark, dogs will not be happy. Well, actually, you're spot on there because Tobin Wolf was his name. The original series ran from, like I said, 85 to 89. It was, now, the Thundercats followed a group of cat people-friendly characters. So we had all the core characters like Lino, Tigra, Cheetah, Panthro, and their sort of adorable but nebbish sidekick. You remember his name?
Snarf.
Snarf. That's right.
Snarf.
What 80s cartoon didn't have an annoying sidekick that
What
the
about-
children were supposed to identify with?
Correct.
Wasn't
and then,
there a Wily Kid and a Wily Cat?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, Wily Kit and Wily Cat. That's it. The feline do-good is always based bested Mumra. Mumra was
Mumra.
On
I gotta
Third Earth, man.
I gotta
Third
say
Earth.
the Super 7 Mumra actually, Andrew, is a great looking figure.
It's I can't
Didn't
fault
you
it.
have one quite a few round tables back?
Did I open that on the round table?
I believe you did.
Yeah, we did.
Okay,
Yeah, we did.
Okay, well, yeah, there you go. So
That
you
was
know,
a nice
anyway,
Yeah, I think so,
these
yeah.
guys bested Mumra episode after episode. You know, it's always like he was the now after I'm gonna move to that one there. Actually,
What a shot.
let's
Are we going to start playing?
yeah, let's start playing.
Give it a spin round.
as
Andy,
you're
let 'em see
playing,
it from the front
I'm
as well.
gonna do a few more things quickly. After ending the show, enjoyed considerable popularity in 2000s when Cartoon Network aired reruns. This apparently prompted Cartoon
Look at
Network
that.
to reboot the show in 2011 in
It's
an anime
burgundy.
style, as I said.
Mm.
And then they shortly, it was in 2012, it got cancelled due to really poor ratings. So what we are looking at here now is the wonderful Thundertank. So can I just give a quick brief history on the tank?
Of
Do it.
course.
So Pantro used parts from their wrecked spaceship, evidently, to build it. It has many attachments, including like drills, claws, crushing mouths, entire defense system. And after initial attempts on his behalf to drive the Thundertank almost ended in a disaster, Lino, who is the main antagonist, realized he had a lot to learn about driving the tank himself. When Lino admitted that he was wrong to drive the tank without proper instruction, show us Panthro. Let's open the cockpit and
All
let's
right,
have a
let's do
look
it.
at Lino
Where
and
do you
Panthro.
think the Cat Slayer lies on the table of great bases? Because it had a really good toy.
I never got that.
You never had the Cat
Never
Slayer?
never had the Cat Slayer. No.
It was very similar to Eternia here. Had a very short-lived sort of time on the shelf.
Let's see whether we can get some shots of the cock. Actually, you may have to turn around so then Dave can get. Okay, I'm going to swap back to that. So Lionel quickly became a very able driver, and I mean, then Wily Kit and Wily Kit,
Wily Kit and Wily
Wily
Cat.
Kit loved to take joy rides on this
Oh,
Thundertank. Always.
underage driving, yeah.
It's really, when you think about it, a fairly slow vehicle that makes up for this in armor and firepower and being able to carry many passengers. If you look at the back, I'm also going to show you a couple of figures for scale, and then obviously in the Thundercats lineup, I think Chitara doesn't have to ride in the tank because she
runs alongside.
She runs alongside it. Exactly.
Because she's a cheetah and she runs.
Physical description. I'm not going to go any more into any of the lore, but okay. Impressions.
It's a brute.
It does a lot. There's a lot to it, and
Yeah.
it does a lot of things.
This is a solid.
Did we just so we can, for continuity's sake,
Yeah.
did we say this is to scale with our other tank? As you said, we've had many tanks on this show so far. Are we saying it's in scale with the Bat tank? Because like when we put Batman next to Lion-O, they were pretty decent size next to each other.
Lino would probably be bigger than Batman.
Batman? So the tank would be bigger than that tank then?
Yeah, I think that
Okay.
this slightly bigger scale.
Okay.
Not
Yeah.
by heaps, but
All right, good to know.
I mean, for me, I feel like it's just molded plastic.
it is. It's
true.
definitely so. So the problem is part of the reason why I think that you have that impression is because your Bat tank was a resiny, hardy built thing. Specifically for having
Tailor-made.
to ship across the world and all this. Where this is a
toy.
mass-produced toy.
This is a
Yeah,
toy.
yeah, but whether it's worth the $1,000,
Well, that's the other thing.
you know, that's the thing. I mean, really, now in hindsight, when touching it, I mean, even look at this part here, with like just the red molded
Yeah,
plastic.
it is
including-
100%. It's
Yeah,
this bit in here. There's a lot of detail in the cockpit. The Screens look great.
Can we kind of angle it that way so Dave can see it? That's gonna go back to.
Well, I
number
mean,
4.
even inside there, that's all sculpted details
So-
too, isn't it?
Yeah,
Let's-
there's a lot. Yeah,
that's well
inside the
painted.
So
tank.
let's,
Well
let's
painted.
turn it this
Very
way, like
clean.
as in turn it that way, so Dave can try and get the cockpit, maybe the front inside the cockpit, maybe. Just maybe keep going that way. Turn. Yeah, that's it. And then go to the middle. Come back this way. No, so yeah, that's it. That's it. No, let's turn it this way. That's it.
Yeah, you can see some of the molding in here.
Yeah, actually, I'll see
Some
that.
details.
So, yeah. Okay. Yeah, there you go, Dave. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
and
swap-
inside here.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. It's all very detailed.
Yeah.
It's very reminiscent of the inside of your bat tank, but yes, it's plastic, and that's it's a mass-produced toy, and that's the way it is.
Yeah.
You got some nice rubber. At
The,
least the
yeah,
track-
the,
yeah,
the rubber
yeah.
works. I just feel maybe, but then again, if things are meant to be too inaccurate, then obviously it doesn't have to be whether it'll look like it's battle battle hard.
I'll give it that. It's cartoon accurate.
It's cartoon accurate.
It
yeah.
looks like it's just rolled straight over the screen.
It's
Yeah.
designed perfectly for the figures. Like they fit in there absolutely, like the scale and everything. It
Can we
works
put
really well.
the figures in front of the tank to give
Yep.
people a sense of scale as well? So,
Absolutely.
and I think Rob Franklin wanted to see how it's scaled with Masters of the Universe Classics. So
Well,
we
it
actually have
just so happens.
And here is a pint
Yes.
glass.
yes, and we have a pint glass there. I don't know. I'm still mixed. I think, would I buy this again? Oh, and speaking of which, for that sort of price, you would want freaking lights.
Lights and sounds.
Lights and sound.
Yeah.
That's not a huge consideration for me. It's
But-
nice
Yeah,
if they have them,
but-
but
with
But
Simon.
dude, I think you would be pissed if the Hiss tank came without that shit. And think about it, the Hiss tank's going to be cheaper than this tank.
that's true. It's true, but I'm just of the opinion that electronics in a toy are good for a couple of goes, and
Yeah.
you just kind of forget about it.
That's-
Like, how often
That's exactly
do you
what I
go
do.
past it on your shelf and put your finger around the back and
Yeah.
twiddle the buttons and get it to
Or,
light up?
or if you leave the battery, or if you put them in and enjoy them for a bit, then leave the batteries in and then they
Yeah.
corrode the toy, then there's that possibility.
Like,
as
I've
well.
had toys that I've kept wanting to keep in box that had batteries already
And just-
installed,
and
and
just
you're
the
like,
acid just destroys it. Yeah.
So there you go. Actually, Andrews has picked up the Eternian guard again, and he'll put it down
I thought
shortly
that was
in a
Man
minute.
at Arms.
So we can just see the sense of scale again, as
It's,
you can see.
um,
Sorry,
pixel
can we
down.
just? Sorry, we just want to quickly. We have the Eternian guard there just to show Rob the sense of scale. That's a classics. Probably won't stand again. So you can see. So it scales
Very
pretty
similar.
well. Scales pretty well.
Yeah,
So,
well, it's identical.
yeah. So you definitely can crossover. I
So
think.
Masters of the Universe Classics and the Super 7 Thunder Cats figures are on the same buck.
Yes.
So it scales exactly the same.
Yeah, because they keep in mind too. I mean, the Mattel were actually doing the Thundercats
100%.
before Super 7 did it. I like the way you kind of picked up the Super 7 Thundercats. I went, yeah, but I got to play devil's advocate. I'm the one that bought this. I kind of go, would I buy it again? Honestly,
I've got the.
How long ago did you pre-order this thing?
it's been a year and a half, almost 2
Year
years.
and a half. So if you'd seen a couple of reviews beforehand, you might have
Definitely not worth the money,
no. Okay.
Mm,
all right.
interesting.
personally. So that's just me. I know you guys are being very, very balanced.
I'm not a Thundercats collector.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of something that I do collect
Mm.
with a similar price tag. Would I pay it? It's
Like-
an iconic vehicle. Like, what other choice have you got in this scale for a Thundertank?
It's true, and it will look nice as a mantelpiece, for example, for a really hardcore Thundercats fan. I don't believe in paying lip service to a company just for the sake of doing
No,
it.
I'm probably Super 7's biggest critic. I have the full line of the Mattel Thundercats.
Yep.
And they are great figures.
Mm.
I've bought a couple of the Mumra was really good, but a couple of the others, there was 2 that I got with incorrect heads. The spare heads were exactly the same as the head that was on the figure.
Yeah.
One that was broken in the box. Just QC issues right across
Left,
the
right,
board.
center. Yeah.
So, and I think I've bought 6 Super 7 figures, and I think 4 or 5 of them have had issues. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not a big fan of the old Super 7, but I don't
Look at
know. I'm liking this.
You can do a crossover. Look at the Eternian Guard. You could have a whole bunch of them in
One
the
thing
tank.
I will say that they do miss out on, with
Yeah.
this being an adult collectible,
Tell me.
safety considerations aren't quite as stringent.
Oh yeah,
These should have
missiles.
spring-loaded missiles.
100%.
Yeah.
You could get away with quite a powerful
Yeah,
one
man.
in these things.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. Yeah, and you think again, like so I think it has glow in the dark eyes.
Okay.
The headlights. I think
All
that's at
Ooh.
least something.
Can we test it? Have you got it? Can you flick
In
a
the
switch and
dojo.
just make the lights go off?
I love we
for a
can.
second
We probably
switch?
could flick a switch, but then don't worry about it. We got to get through. I mean, I want to see all the
Take
others.
a
It comes
second.
with a crate of
Chicken nuggies.
Thundarium.
No,
Yeah,
they're chicken
that's
nuggets.
Ready to. Well, it does look
And-
very chicken nugget like.
And what's that thing you wanted to open quickly before we?
Oh yes, the mount. There's some sort of mounted gun.
Yeah,
I'm
mount-
going to assume that it
Is
pops
it-
on.
I
here
actually
somewhere.
thought that was like a wrench.
No, it is a
futuristic
wrench. It is a wrench.
for
It is
Oh,
a
you
wrench.
reckon?
Yeah, it is a
Yeah.
wrench. It is a
Oh.
wrench. Yeah,
Oh, there you go.
it is the wrench. Correct.
Well,
Come on, man. Not even a Thundercats fan here.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm
And that-
a Thundercats fan, not a wrench fan.
It was that- And Panthro.
One in the same, mate.
Panthro.
There you go.
Matt is saying Super 7 has done well with Classic Conan. Oh, Classic Conan. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Super 7 does have a line of Classic Conan.
Yeah,
which
cool.
Oh, I saw them.
Very
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
That elbow articulation
Absolute-
really breaks the mold. Like
Yeah.
if you bend it, it's
Yeah, it pops
it's
out.
ugly.
Yeah.
Good evening, Mr. Bottrell. Always very nice to see you.
Hey, Dave.
What's up?
Very nice, very nice. So, okay, well, I mean, that's the tank. Anything else that sort of stands out, particularly other than the molded plastic?
I like the tread.
It's a
little bits and
monster.
It
It is
is.
an absolute monster.
Yeah.
It's you know what I would. I personally, I would buy it. I would definitely buy it.
How
but
wide is this thing? and
Yeah,
how long
I
is
just
it?
I don't know if I physically have anywhere I could put it.
Nice
Well,
work, my here. Now, what
Yeah.
is that about?
Yeah.
Half a
Phys-
million?
yeah,
40
f-
centimeters?
Some kind of maths,
between,
I don't know.
45
Yeah,
centimeters
7,
wide.
8,
About
24,
60.
And this is easy.
18.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
148.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Well,
it's got a fair bit of weight to it.
8/19.
This isn't a
2016.
flimsy piece. This is like it's not just some vacuum molded. you
No.
know.
I know.
I
There's,
gotta
there's
admit,
heft
I
to
know.
it.
There's-
They
It's
went to
definitely
the,
a
they went
hefty.
they went to the effort
10
to give us
kilos? 12?
what do you call it,
Oh,
working
those
treads.
work.
That's cool.
I know.
Working
know.
treads is cool, I guess.
It's the weight's weight, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know whether it'll be sacrilege for me to get Will.
Does it have
to-
stickers or anything like that?
No.
Or is it just all the Tampo work?
That's it. Tampo, and that's
Alright.
it.
That's
We're
We're
clean.
gonna get
it-
Siegel to
To
touch it up.
To touch it up.
How
just
the hell are you
weather
gonna
it,
get it to it?
battle damage the damn thing? Maybe put a couple
You
of
have to
scarring
ship. You
marks
have
on
to
it.
ship Siegel here, and then he'll have to do it because you're not
Yeah.
shipping this to him.
Nah, Siegel will probably come here. Yeah. No,
Yeah,
it's
for
good.
sure.
No, I
Cool.
like it. I do.
it's cool.
$900 or whatever it is. I don't know.
I don't
Yeah.
$900 like it. I $600
Have
like
I
it.
spent equivalent
That's it.
sums on equally big stupid things? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, if
But-
you're a Thundercats fan, you got the money, go for it.
Yeah,
But I tell you what,
I'm tempted.
I mean, it's like I said, it's been a tank kind of thing, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
We got the bat tank. We have this tank, and then we got the his tank.
Where are the his
Okay,
tanks,
but
baby?
the best
Oh.
thing is that tank episode, we're all going to be wearing tank tops. It's going to be great.
Oh my god.
That'd be- just tank it up.
All
mate.
right.
Tank, baby.
I don't
right,
know if I
tank,
signed
baby,
up. for
tank.
that.
So I was going to go through more stuff. Anyway, Dave's already saying, "Come on, all right, fellas, come on." Yeah, actually, Dave, you got to come here, take the tank off the table, put it on the side because then we got the table for the rest of the unboxings. There you go. Come on. So yeah, there you go. I don't know, maybe.
Hang on.
How would
Should we drive it over?
Oh,
here?
and we
Let's just
oh,
try
hang
it
on,
out.
just
Quick,
before
quick,
we
quick.
forget.
Oh, that's
before
true.
before we
One
finish.
more
One
little
more
thing.
thing.
I personally don't think this
No,
looks great.
No,
but
it
you've
doesn't
got a
work,
clear canopy that'll go on there, and I'm.
Okay, so in the cartoon,
Did it ever have like an invisibility shield or something?
I from memory, no.
Because that's what it looks like from a Hanna Barbera cartoon. Or
Correct,
Yeah.
but I think it's nice, and they included that in case you want Panthro
so you can
and
see 'em.
Lino to
something. If you live in
to
a
do
very
it.
dusty house,
Yeah,
that'd be
yeah,
great.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But yeah. Anyway,
Cool. I like it.
quickly 9 out of 10.
I'm going to say a solid 8.5.
7.
I give it 8 burbles out of 10.
Yeah, you guys are very, very generous. There you go. Thanks, Dave. You're champion. He's gonna
Thanks,
come.
Dave.
Oh my God,
Tanks.
it's Dave.
Tank.
Thanks for the
Tank Dave.
memories.
Oh.
Nice one. Gave me a hug.
2.5 minutes
Very,
film
very
in front of a live house.
Okay. All right, gents. What's next on the table? Let's go for
Bring out the toys.
bring out the toys, Mr.
What,
Flat.
shall I do?
Man, let's go, baby.
Helmet?
Let's do Transformers.
Something
different.
Well,
Shall I get the
We did
helmet out?
let's
Transformers.
let's do the helmet first.
All
Yeah, I want to see the helmet.
Let's do the helmet.
Let's insert.
Oh my! look at the size of Simon's helmet.
Oh, baby.
I've been polishing it all
He
night.
polished his helmet.
Okay, sure. You want to put
Here's
the box
the
in as well?
box.
There's the box, okay.
So it's officially licensed Cobra Commander helmet. Trick or Treat Studios. Never heard of them before.
That
but
is a really interesting name for a toy studio. That's great.
Put this
Trick or
closer
treat.
there and push that over there.
Oh, it makes
slightly.
sense because you're going to wear it trick or treating.
I guess
There we
so.
go.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. That's nice.
So as you know, like I'm a sucker for a helmet.
You are a sucker for
I
a
had my
helmet.
Optimus Prime. I'm still trying to track down the Soundwave and
Oh, dude,
Megatron
as soon as you
ones.
get the Soundwave one, I need to see it. I'm desperate to see that.
Okay.
In the meantime, I saw this like going cheap on eBay. I
Mhm.
looked into it a bit and found, it's a couple of reviews.
Yep.
Not too shabby. It's pretty lightweight. Like I think I got this for $120. So you got polycarbonate faceplate, that is a
Fingerprint
magnet mirrored on one side, but you can see through
You can
it
see
easy enough.
everything straight through it, which is great.
You got a fairly reasonable padded helmet. Like I don't know how long you'd want to wear it for, but
Oh, you're going to try it on? He's going to try it on
Yes,
there.
Here
Look
we
at him.
go.
There we go. He's going to go it. Oh, hang on. That's it underneath. There we go.
Beautiful.
There you go.
Oh,
How does that sound? Can you still?
it sounds pretty okay.
bad.
Pretty bad. But
It sounds pretty okay, bad.
bad, yeah.
They've
I'm gonna-
done
I'm
a very
gonna
good
go-
job of the
Let's-
mirroring on that.
It does. Looks great.
Like
No, so
when
it-
you
it
took it
needs a
off,
bit
you
of
could
a
see
whack.
through it like it was
Look at that.
clear, and now it's full mirror.
It sits up a bit high. Like I've got a big head though, so
Actually, funny. Look at
It looks great.
Actually, before you say anything, Mark's got a comment. No, hang on. Actually, Rob has a comment. He goes, "I look forward."
silence falls.
Just give me a sec. I look for. I look forward to seeing a few studio shots of the Thundertank. Sure. All right. We definitely will. I'll, if I can, I'll definitely do that. Mark, does it have a voice changer to make you sound like Chris Larkin?
No,
No,
that's just
no
that's just Simon.
electronics whatsoever.
Yeah.
I know it's
Okay.
just authentic Simon.
That's
I'm
all
gonna- I'm
Simon.
going to bring Simon down.
You blundering buffoons!
Blundering buffoon.
Oh, gosh. Are you going to sit through the whole thing like that?
Oh God, no! I'm sweating like a pig in here already.
All right. You better take it off then, eh? What are your thoughts? How much did you spend on this damn thing?
120.
Trick or
it
treat.
was me all
Oh
along.
my God, it's Simon. Shit.
Wow.
Trick or treat. Would you say this is worthy enough of a cosplay costume?
Oh, look, I think so.
Yeah.
Clennon, come on.
Nah. No, I can't, man. I've got headphones on. I got to monitor the show. Get Mikey to do it.
Mikey,
It
will do
actually fit Mikey really well.
Mikey has a little boy's head. So it
Yes, I
fits
do.
better.
I've got little boys, everything actually. It's
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Trick or
In a
treat
bag,
studios.
in a
Oh,
I've
Hey,
got little
uh,
boys in a bag.
So Trick or Treat Studios actually did the Gremlins as well, right?
Did they? I know nothing about them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Right.
It looks like they just, I don't know what else they're doing. If there be a Destro or anything
Yeah,
like
this
that,
way.
or this is just a one-off.
I'm struggling.
Is he struggling? Come on, man.
Get those on the inside.
Yeah, up.
This is not Bush Week, man.
There
There
we
you
are.
go.
Hey, you know what Rob Franklin
That's
was
not a
saying?
bad looking helmet.
Mikey,
It looks great.
you know what we should? You said you should be playing some Daft Punk. Doing some.
The
Daft Punk.
thing is, I love a good helmet that incorporates. You can't hear me, can you?
I can.
Yeah.
I can.
Okay, I love a good helmet that incorporates glasses wearers. Now, I'm not uncomfortable at all, and I'm wearing my glasses, and I've also got a headset on.
Yeah.
Plus, it looks like look at that.
Look at that,
It's
it looks like Cobra Commander's doing a telephone.
it looks amazing.
We need money for this.
We need money
Send
for the
money.
children.
Send money now.
If they Nick goes, if they do the Cobra Commander, who maybe don't buy that. I don't think it's aged as well.
Oh, the hood.
The hood.
I'd probably make my own, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Yeah. You know what I would love
But,
is
I know what he's getting at. Like,
Yeah,
maybe the
doesn't
hood,
it?
the connotations
yes,
of a.
but dude,
man wearing a hood.
I would like to see a hood in classifieds Cobra
Yeah.
Commander.
It's
Come on,
all
man.
well and good having a terrorist who blows people up, tries to take over and overthrow governments, but heaven forbid he's a racist. Heaven forbid. If only he'd just stick to blowing up, I don't know, churches or whatever.
Yeah,
he does.
children's hospitals and
Yeah.
stuff.
Okay, what's next? What's next, baby? Let's go. Next one.
Let's
Come
hit
on.
it. I think we've got a couple of Transformers,
We
don't we?
do
Do we
indeed.
hit the Transformers?
Let's do
hard?
it. Let's crack some
Yeah.
Transformers.
Third
Actually,
party time, baby.
I feel like we have to leave the Transformers for last because that's like the main course.
Is it?
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, okay.
Do you want to do the
Okay,
trans?
Simon, I believe you've got some more
Little bit of-
toys.
Bit of
All right, I won't open all of them.
didn't do one.
But the beautiful Clinton picked these up for me over the last week. As you know, me and Clinton are very big on the Joy Toy Warhammer stuff at the moment.
Yep.
Talon loves it too.
Talon loves
Talon's
it.
the biggest
What
fan.
Talon's going to be disappointed that these are not Space Marine repaints.
Yeah.
And what we have here is they've just released the line of the Battle Sisters. Basically, in the year 40,000, nuns have guns. And
Nice.
where's that little knife we had?
Down
Right
here.
here.
Where's that
Let's
knife?
pop
Down
one
there?
open.
Yeah,
Have
let's
a
pop
look.
one open. Let's do one.
I'm interested to see what they've done with this because, I've seen plenty of the Space Marine bodies and the articulation,
Yes.
but this is probably the smallest, like pretty much straight up a human size.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they and then obviously you have the slightly bigger ones in the Paragon suits.
Yeah, that's a big that's like the power loader from Aliens.
Yes,
You
yes.
know, that's that sort of scale.
It'd be really nice to see a battle.
I
sister
love
in
the
that thing.
concept nuns with guns.
Nuns
That's
with
like-
guns, man. I mean, when you think about it, the essence of some of the 40K lore too is like it's like Templar Knights in space.
Oh well,
Yeah.
I mean, if you really want me to go deep on
Please,
the origins.
quick one.
All right, the Adeptus Sororitas in I think it was the 36th millennia.
Yes.
There was a guy who was the head of the church called Goj Van Dyer, who was a crazy man and took over civil war in the Imperium.
Yep.
There was a law that said the church were not allowed to have men serve it under arms.
Yep.
So obviously the loophole is, well, if I can't have men, I'll have women. And so he had this whole army, the brides of Van Dyer, and long story short, he got killed. The Imperium, went on its merry way and just incorporated these nuns with guns into it from there on.
Nuns with guns.
There
you
they
go.
are.
And they're religious. They're
Religious fanatics.
fanatics. Yeah, I think so.
Hmm.
Oh wow.
But
That's
hey,
pretty cool.
quite themes. I know some people very, very critical of the 40K lore though.
Well, that's because they're idiots.
And they're wrong.
That's because they're
dear.
wrong, and I don't like
no.
them.
Mark Jones goes, I'm Nun's sister Andrea and evil is badass enough that she doesn't need guns.
So let's pull out the.
Yeah, let's do a little turntable thing. We're going good for time too, guys. We're 33 past the hour. And like I said, we're going to do a very nice, short, sharp, sweet episode tonight. Then we got some nice Transformers for main course.
It's always with the female figures that I start going, I really wish they had figure stands. They
Yeah.
always have such skinny feet.
Don't know.
That's a problem with
Yeah.
every female figure. They just always have tiny little baby feet.
Well, I don't know. For those who are interested, I know Show Z store some. I mean, I hate to say the term third party, but there is a third party company that's just churning out like stands for G.I. Joe classified with
Yep.
logos on them.
That's cool.
I was going to buy like, I don't know, 20 or 30 of them. So we got a selection of hands there. You got some punchy hands, some trigger finger hands.
I'm going to get a
There's
close-up
poses.
shot. Of,
So we've got with
do
the
that one.
flamer.
yes.
So we've got a flame front. We've got the average, the bolt rifle with a detachable magazine.
Mm.
Well,
How do they sort of how do they place as far as combat's concerned? Do they fight alongside the Marines?
yeah, a
Like-
lot of the time.
Yeah.
A lot of the time.
Yeah.
They'll support the Marines, especially if they're up against demonic forces, because like these women believe so hard that miracles happen.
Yeah.
Like in the Warhammer universe, faith has power, and they have a lot of faith.
Yeah. Okay. And then obviously we have different factions. We have the Shroud Sisters.
It's like nuns in
Yeah.
general. Like they have different orders.
Yeah.
They follow this saint or that saint or some.
but
other
we
saint.
have these are the Argent Shroud
These are
Sisters.
the Argent Shroud.
Then we have the Bloody Rose.
The Bloody Rose.
And then we have the Adeptus. That's the standard ones, the Battle Sisters. Which what faction would they in the black and red?
The black and red ones.
Yeah, they're sort of like. What are your thoughts, boys? Andrew, looking at that
Shall
figure.
I love all of these figures. When I was on holidays, I found a whole stack of them in a shop, and I was eyeing them off. It took a lot of self-control not to buy them, but looking
willpower.
at you guys opening them, I love them. I reckon
So
they're
there's
great.
the helmet.
I've had
I
a
was
play
going to
with a
ask
few
if
of
they
them
had
before.
helmets or they
Yeah.
went in just with the.
No, they all come with
with the
a
veils or
bare
whatever it
head.
is.
Oh, look at that.
Bare head's actually a pretty nice paint job.
Yeah.
For a
It's
4-inch
very good
scale figure,
sculpting for
I
the
got to
size
say,
as
for a
well.
4-inch scale figure, nice.
Yeah.
I like the way Simon's done
Do you want
that.
to have a look at the little head?
Let's have a look. Let's get a close up.
Getting close. There's so much good sculpted detail on these. The paint jobs are excellent too for a mass retail toy.
It looks like it's got the paint wash that you would
they've
expect.
done weathering
Yeah.
on there. They've done the
Middle.
wash and wipe
Yeah.
away.
There we go.
Looks
In the middle,
great.
so at least if he focuses on the one.
Most of the metal work has, like a black wash.
Yeah.
Yes, in the edges.
That
But
does,
it's like you would expect to see the figures
a
painted
bit
on
of
the
light.
on the board
Yeah.
anyway. So that's
that
great.
looks good.
Oh,
But the robes, nice and very subtle. Like doesn't go too heavy.
I got to. So do you think, for what it's worth in terms of retail, I mean, these are definitely worth it. Yeah.
Well, how much is a 4-inch Star Wars figure down at Zing?
30 bucks?
39.
30 bucks? No,
30
30 bucks. 30 bucks.
For a 4-inch.
$30. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that's a line that's made in the hundreds of thousands
Yep.
for particular figures.
Mass retail.
Whereas this, I mean, it's definitely not in those figures, maybe in the low tens of thousands or something. Mass produced, it's a boutique license. It's not. This isn't Marvel. This isn't Star Wars.
Yep.
As popular as some people think Warhammer is, it's still a pretty small fish in a big pond.
Yeah.
And, to get this level of support that Joy Toy are putting into it, the amount of love, work, detail. I mean, I think I can speak for you too. Like we're all in on this line at the
Absolutely.
moment. We're at the, and it must be going from power to power because they're absolutely swamping it with doing all the races, just churning them out.
Well,
which
the idea is to
fantastic.
have armies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a tough one, man. It's a tough one because
Well,
me and Clinton both have the sickness.
Yeah.
Well, he has the
And I'm
sickness
not
too.
gonna
Oh,
say-
don't worry.
He has
I'm
the
not
sickness.
saying these are cheap figures by any stretch of the imagination. What was this? What was the basic free pack for this?
160 bucks.
160. So
Oh,
what
well,
is-
that's pretty cheap compared to what normal.
pretty
retail
cheap.
is.
That's
Yeah.
like a distribution. If you're paying more than that, you're probably getting ripped off out there.
Yeah.
That's
That's
just
right.
don't buy them off Mighty Ape. It's ridiculous. Best you're going to do as a retail in Australia, and I've checked this over and over again. But if you want to buy from someone in Australia, Sugo Toys.
Yeah,
Sugo
absolutely.
Toys is really the only distributor or retail sort of spot I've seen for them.
I really like them.
Mm.
I really buy a lot of my stuff from them as well.
Well, Sugo's a quality act.
Yeah.
Quality act. I wish I'd had because I got one of the dreadnoughts for the Black Templar one, which is one of the big Redemptor boys. You remember I got the yellow one I showed
I
you a
do.
few
I
minutes.
do. And you were hoping it was going to come in today.
I was hoping because he's got this monstrous like glowing plasma cannon on it. It looks really cool. But
So Rob goes, which one carries the holy hand grenade of Antioch?
that was the sister of the Order of Monty Python.
There you go, buddy. There you go. So you're talking to a hardcore 40k guy, yeah, man. Yeah, that's it. But
I just got that. It was very slow, but I got it. Yeah.
highly recommend getting into this line if you want to
If you're a Warhammer fan,
or if you want to
it's a no-brainer.
But-
It's a
or
no-brainer.
you'd even if you were an army building, because they're doing the big characters.
yeah,
or if you want to default on your
This
mortgage payment.
guy,
100%. I'm looking forward to that.
this guy had the opportunity to pick up the Primarch. When I picked up those figures, when your old mate was in the van, and he had that Rebute Gulliman, like the big guy. Oh no, Marnius Calgar with the big fist.
Yes.
Should have got it when you had the chance.
Well, it doesn't matter. Well,
at least you're still married.
yeah, exactly.
Ain't none your own home.
Yeah. And rumor has it that as well that we'll be able to get these as well as Magic Square and plus other things. So,
and if anyone wants to get in the line and they're coming to the Penrith Toy Show, I'm offering up some Space Wolves.
Well, there you
that
go.
I've got the magical Space Wolves, the wolfiest Space Marines that ever wolfed the Warhammer universe.
For those of you guys that want to, it's like Vikings in space. That's basically what the Space Wolves are. They're like Vikings. So there you go.
Very cool.
Very nice.
What
Love
do you
it.
think, Lyndon? Have a quick look.
I have to say yes. I know.
Are you going to get
we're half-
particular faction, or you?
Oh, so I have the Shroud Sisters.
You're going to
as
stick
well.
to the
Yeah, so
Shrouds?
I got a set for you and I got a set for me.
You're a beautiful man.
And possibly even get. I really want to get the standard ones, the black and white, the black, red, and white ones, the standard Battle Sisters. But
Yeah, I mean that's the danger. There's so many factions to dip into and cool color schemes. I'm like, sure, it's just a repaint.
have a look, Andrew. That is a nice. that
They
is-
I don't. Yeah, I'm sold.
it's really nice. Like if you want to, like I
Yeah,
said,
they look, I love the wash.
if you
I
want
love
to
it.
default on your mortgage payment,
Yeah, I
just
do,
get into them.
I'm
And the best thing
defaulting, but
is-
not because of these.
They
It's
can't.
Mythic Legions.
They're kind of hot
default,
too
mate.
for them.
they are kind of hot. And
Mikey,
actually, we will have a
Slow
mythic.
down there, son.
We
Slow down.
are going to have a Mythic Legions a night. for
We've
sure.
got to have a deep dive day. Like
We will definitely.
I'm going to bring over here. We need to get a table set up We're going to do some battle scenes.
Yeah.
Like a Saturday or
Some
whatever,
armies,
one weekend coming
that's
up.
what we want to see.
And we're going to do a deep dive into all of our Joy Toy stuff. We're going to set up some cool like photos for you guys. and everything.
Look at what Mark Jones said.
Exactly.
Can you read? I can't see from there. Okay.
Simon can read it. Go on.
Nuns of the Church of Saint Vasquez of the Blessed Beachhead
Beachhead
Assault.
Oh,
Did anyone
dear.
ever mistake Saint Vasquez for a woman? He knows. He knows.
Captain Australia Studios. Hi again, guys. May the 4th be with you. Thank you very much.
Hi,
I hope
Jamie.
you were well, Jamie. Actually, Revenge of the 5th today.
It is Revenge of the 5th.
Did you
Well,
guys?
it's May the 4th in America,
Hey,
so he's
hey,
right.
Andrew, did you buy anything yesterday?
You know what? Yesterday I worked from start to finish and felt like I was ripped off on Star Wars Day.
Was there anything released yesterday in like anything, any toys or?
There was
special things like
announcements. There was lots of Black Series announcements yesterday.
Yeah.
So that's very good, but I don't think there was anything.
that? I don't
released.
think I saw any of that yet.
What's going on with
Yeah.
Black Series?
Was
at the
there
moment?
much
It's all in
of
the
it?
bargain
It's blown
bins.
up. No. Well, I mean, I don't know. The announcements have been good. I think that they went a bit soft on the announcing figures, so there was a gap. I think that the windowless boxes,
Yeah,
as much as it, I just do not understand it. It created such a problem that that people just weren't buying them. So. But they've won. Hasbro's backflipped, and they're going to be putting windows on boxes again. So
I wonder how much
Oh,
it's
wow.
cost them,
Wow.
this
That's
whole
impressive.
debacle.
I don't know. I don't understand what the problem is. I mean, obviously, box collectors, but I mean, yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand.
My 2 cents is it wasn't they weren't listening to the
no,
Hasbro, they were listening to the retailers that
Yeah.
were having heads stolen, having returned.
yes, yeah,
Like there must have been such a spike in return
Do you reckon?
figures.
Do
Yeah.
you reckon Transformers will go the same way?
it's Hasbro. Hasbro's going
Yeah.
to window boxes again.
Classified
Transformers
are
as well?
going back
Hasbro
to
is going to window
box.
With
With
clear on it
everything.
again?
Yeah.
Oh, good, because you should have like you go to a Kmart, you see bulkheads either missing heads or
So
heads pushed
the
around or-
Transformers suffered the worst because they had them out in the open.
and they're all
so-
just ball jointed heads.
All
Yeah.
joints that just
So-
pop off like that.
Mm.
Yeah.
And plus, I like to look at the figures, suss out the paint jobs.
Well, with
like-
the Transformer, the head sculpt is the thing you want to be.
But have you
the
ever
most perfect
bought
and-
one that you can't see the head and you go home and like one of the eyes
eyes-
is printed off?
yeah,
and
yeah,
it just
Yeah,
it
you
eats
need
up,
to
man.
check. You need to
Okay.
check your head sculpt. That's the main thing a Transformer fan cares about. That's what anyone cares about.
Mark Jones goes, not forgetting tomorrow is also free comic book shop day. Or book
Yeah.
day.
It's
Right.
also
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy free day.
Yeah,
Yes,
you
it
guys,
is.
you guys are going to be enjoying that, hey? Without me. Thanks for the invite.
You're coming, you idiot.
No, I'm not.
Why not?
I'm with the in-laws tomorrow.
Oh,
You got
So-
invited.
I'm not coming either,
I do.
I
I'm just
have to go.
staring. I'm just staring.
He's-
Um,
every time,
I
it's
just
sick
say-
invite. sick
Are you
invite,
sure you're
sick
not
invite.
coming?
No, I'm not going.
Oh, that sucks.
You guys will. You'll have fun. But
But what with Mikey?
all right. Cool.
Moving
So,
on.
we will definitely do a deep cut 40K thing.
Okay, by the
soon.
time we get around to that, like I'm talking, I've got like 4 dreadnoughts. I
You're
got,
gonna
like,
have
30 Marines,
Massive armies.
I think so far between you and I, we would easily say I'll probably be around 200 count mark in terms of figures.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that'll look great. Photos
Yeah.
will look awesome.
So
when
then
do
you
that.
bring your 200. He brings his
No,
200.
I said combined.
Oh, right,
They're
okay.
probably
Well, then
better.
you have all your 200 just kicking the shit out of each other.
I want to, because he takes some pretty good pictures.
He does.
Yeah.
But I'd like to
Oh, they're
just
pretty
get
average,
some
but-
big battle scenes going.
That'll be awesome.
I know.
Yeah, looking forward
We've
to
got
it.
plenty of bad guys. We've got all those orcs between us.
Yes.
I've got the Black Legion Chaos Marines.
Just do a massive scene.
Yeah.
Do it.
Sounds good. All right.
It's a battle royale.
Battle Royale. I like
Yeah.
that shit. That's the quote of the night, baby. Okay, so main course. What have we got left? Transformers.
We've got some TFs. Well,
Yeah.
one.
Crack 'em.
Sink our teeth into one of these big boys.
So this is just for
Let's go in the middle there.
scale and just because he's a mold buddy. So that is the Fans Toys Oh god, I don't know.
Trail
their name.
break.
Oh,
Oh,
don't worry. He's
It's got a name of something sort. But what we're opening today is
Hang on. Before we do that, can we get the?
can you make a
Sorry.
funny sound effect like?
Oh no, that's the.
Womp, womp, womp,
Look at that.
womp.
Oh, look. Do you like the way that camera moves? Like we got Dave operating, got a robot operating. That
Is it
camera
on
as
a
well.
little? Oh,
Did you just
Look
call
at that.
Dave a robot?
No, Dave is operating in one camera, and we've got a little robot that's operating. the other.
can we get some zoom on that?
Yeah, we get a zoom on that. Look at that.
And then now make the camera move because I think the
there's-
effect. was-
Boy, whoever posed that knows how to pose Transformers, don't they? Hey,
So good.
yeah.
It's like he's done it before.
It's like he's done it before.
They
Right,
haven't, they
so-
haven't dusted
okay.
before,
Ah,
obviously.
yeah.
So,
shut up.
Mikey, why are we showing that first?
So he's this guy came out before, so I
Couple of
believe
months
we
back.
might have shown this guy off on the show. I can't remember. We might have. But this is the Fans Toys version of a Masterpiece Trailbreaker. Now there is an official Trailbreaker, but I've compared the two side by side, and night and day, this one wins. And people are just like, well, it should
No, I
be, should be
concur,
official, should
Mikey,
be official,
I
should be
concur.
official. Simon, who likes to mix
I
both.
owned the official.
Yeah.
I almost gave it away.
Yeah,
because it
'cause-
was just
inferior compared to this, which most of us agree. But yeah, so this is obviously Masterpiece Trailbreaker, and he's amazing. Haven't got around to transforming him yet, but you don't really need to because he's so amazing in robot mode himself. He just looks great, like he's hefty, like he weighs about, what would you say?
about 600 grams,
600,
650.
700
His
grams,
weight,
yeah.
plenty of die cut. That was the first thing you noticed about the official.
Yeah, no die cast.
It was like a paper.
It
would have blown away. It was just
Completely
so light.
hollow, no metal, and this has got everything. Now, the reason why we brought him out is because this is the precursor to this guy here. So if we get him off the thing, and we'll chuck him on the. Actually, you know what? You're not going to be able to see much. So this is in true Fans Toys style. They care about their packaging, so they.
You barbarian, tearing that. Oh, I can't watch. Philistine.
So this is Fans Toys FT26 Hitch. So we'll chuck him on the Lazy Susan. So we know that if this was Trailbreaker, then the obvious repaint and retool would be Hoist. Now, in my opinion, Hoist is one of my. I had this thought the other time. It's just like all of my favorite Transformers are mainly Decepticons. But when I had to think about who my favorite Autobots were, I just went back to pretty much one of my favorite episodes of G1, and the name eludes me at the moment. But it's the one where is it? I can't remember. It's the one where Hoist and Grapple are making the solar tower.
Oh, they got
solar-
that little orange thing.
the,
that they've got,
the
like, three
solar tower,
versions
and
of.
Prime says no, you can't do it. So then they go out there.
Again, the
The Constructicons find them to say, hey, they have a fight. And she's like, no, we want to be mates. And then they befriend each other. And just as they finish making the tower, the Constructicons betray them, and
Shock horror.
I know, devastating. And then
Oh,
and then the Decepticons try and use it, and then the Autobots destroy it, and then they have to clean it up, and then they almost Hoist and Grapple almost die, but then they find them. But I really enjoyed the episode. I like the relationship Hoist has with Grapple. I think it's really cool. And until now, I've only had a Grapple, the Masterpiece Grapple, which in my opinion is the best Grapple we have to date. I think it's a
Fantastic.
fantastic toy in general.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, now we actually have there've been a couple of versions. I think.
Cut it from the bottom,
They're-
please.
Really? Is that a
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
okay.
a smart,
The
The
smart
master
man.
builders.
Everything that I open from the
from
bottom.
the bottom.
Oh,
Every single
Wait,
time.
Because
go-
then when I resell it at Penrith Market, it's like
they see it from the top and they think it's sealed. Oh,
you
that's great.
dirty-
Wait,
that's
am
not
I
right.
still alive?
Yeah.
Sneaky little
Um,
goblin.
Yeah, so now we actually have him. Well, if it's as good as this, then it's going to be the best.
Oh, I love that Fans toy polystyrene. smell.
Polystyrene, yeah, this will be the best Hoist on the market. So we have, oh god,
And there's been a
It
few.
was sheep.
Do you remember the Hoist Wars?
Yeah, there was Everything Wars. There's still Devastator Wars going on. There's a new Devastator coming out by a third party company.
I think that's been long enough between, because I'm still using Toy World's Devi, which
Toy World's Devastator
is
is the
the
best
only
one.
choice for me.
Toy World's Devi, eh?
Toy World's Devastator is the best Devastator on the market.
I tell you,
He's still using Hercules, so
Yeah, he's got Hercules.
the Devastator I want is the Magic Square one, baby.
Oh, we're getting that as well. But that's,
you guys are going deep into the Legends
that's a
scale
different
now, aren't
scale.
you? Are
We are.
we are.
you selling
Okay.
your MPs?
Nah, got to keep the MPs, man.
Oh.
All right, so just
Wow.
off the bat, we've got
By law, they all
by
have to
law,
come.
everyone who Hoist goes to Hollywood, and literally it's Hoist. So we finally got Hoist.
I got one that came with spare ones for tracks as
Tracks
well.
was in it, yeah. So there was 4 or 5 Autobots in that episode. They all had this bloody mask. So
I thought it
Hoist.
was Greedo head.
No, it's the alien because Hoist goes to Hollywood. Hoist is in Hollywood, and they put the masks on. Like, oh, now you're aliens. It's just like, aren't they Transformers anyway?
I love that.
So we've got the Hoist goes to Hollywood mask. We've got a.
Is that the toy head?
Got the toy head.
Yeah, there's some real choice here.
You got actually quite a few heads. You've got. All right, that looks like Grimlock.
By the way, that's a nice T-shirt.
Huh?
Nice T-shirt.
Oh
Tell
yeah,
them about
this
the
is-
T-shirt, mate.
Yeah, so this is so if you the eagle-eyed viewers would remember this from the episode, one of the videos we did a couple of months back, or no, a month back, last month.
Yeah.
We did the Transformers art exhibition, and this is the Soundwave print that they made, and I got it in shirt design, and I just think it's really cool.
That is sweet.
Very
The
nice.
8-bit pixel stuff.
8-bit, he's kind of coming apart, you
Yep.
know.
Yeah, it's cool.
I
Yeah,
really
like
like
a
it.
blow apart,
Yeah,
Yeah.
really good.
pixelated
Really
Soundwave.
Nice.
Very cool.
Yes,
Okay.
heads galore.
What
But
else?
What's his head?
It's a different icon.
I think I'm trying to get it out because it's there we go. I think this is just if I
Oh, he's pulling it
take
out.
this buddy out.
Oh,
Look
he's
at that.
pulling it
Oh,
out.
he feels heavier than him. It's amazing.
Turn the waist, Mikey.
Um,
Turn the waist.
There you go, Mike.
Oh, there you go. That's the
Look
thing.
on the screen, you can see yourself.
Yeah, well, Mike, do you want me to? Okay, you.
Yeah, if you know what you're doing.
I know what. I know what. Fan Toys. There's always a couple of little things.
So
straight out
yeah,
the
Fans
box.
Toys.
Just for
the,
shipping purposes.
the typical thing Fans Toys do is they mistransform the thing enough so it compresses down enough that doesn't take up as much space, which is great. Especially because they're using this stuff, which isn't very environmentally friendly, but it's the best way to pack a $200, $300 toy.
They did that with Phoenix as well because all the like the legs.
The
got-
well, the
everything
Phoenix was like
gone.
half the size of
Yes.
what the toy actually was,
Which I thought
so-
was very clever the way. They
I mean, it's good, but then you just need to watch a video or you need to do the. Where are the instructions? Oh, they're in there.
Oh, no,
Okay.
probably in there. I got to ask you guys a question, roundtable, quickly. Do you prefer Transformers shipped in bot mode
Bot mode.
or vehicle mode?
Yeah, gotta go bot, especially if they're masterpiece, and I don't intend on really transforming. them.
Andrew, you've stopped Transformers for a long time now. haven't
Yeah,
you?
my problem with Transformers is I keep getting sucked back in. I've had 3 separate Transformers collections.
Actually, you went hard in the main line for the movie.
Yep, did that.
Yeah, and
Went
this-
hard in the MPs. I had a full MP
Yeah.
collection
And then-
probably 4 years ago. I had a I had the Hasbro
Yeah.
Devastator with the third party add-on stuff. I really like that.
Yeah.
But yeah. I love Transformers and they keep sucking me back in, but I keep trying to get out.
I gotta say though, you definitely can part with your collection.
Yeah, that's
You got the extra hand.
cycling through collections is what I do.
hands,
So
Just first impression, he's just and he's really heavy. Like, I don't know. I feel like he's heavier than his mate there. Yeah. So I think okay. So the main thing is that he's got this head as well. So
I'm gonna.
the only difference is I think this
I'm gonna go to you, Mikey. I'm switch to you.
there might this is diecast, this whole piece here, the his little antenna thingy that he has on his head, and this is just
Missile
just-
launcher.
the missile launcher on his head, yeah, and then this is just plastic. So I prefer this. I think that's cool, and also this is so his head is separate to
Separate
this
to the
piece,
missile launcher.
whereas this one is just
Did he?
whole piece right
Did he
there.
have different face plates as well? Because I know you can pop the face plate out on that one, like if you lift the crown of the head up.
So
Is
yeah,
that
you
that
might
one
be
as
able
well?
to just swap. Yeah, you might be able. Yeah, I think you can swap
'cause he looks
the
like he does the same thing.
They all
individual
have a couple of faces.
faces. Yeah, which is cool. But yeah, no. He's a
Let's swap.
chubby little fat guy, and
He's
I-
a super mechanic.
Chubby
man.
little fat guy.
I believe these go. Yes, these go up
Yeah.
to finish off the look. Yeah, he's stunning looking, really, and
Diecast.
That
Oh,
paint
yeah,
they do, that
he's
metallic paint,
tons of die cast
like
in
you
there.
can
Oh, yeah,
see the
he's
sparkle. in
hefty.
it.
Heavy boy.
He is hefty.
I think Fansoys do some of the best paint jobs.
Yeah,
in
let's
the
get
biz.
that, Dave. Let's look at that, baby. Let's
Well,
look
his
at
little thumb's gone backwards.
So
Do you want a back to back?
yes, do
that.
back to
Yeah,
back.
why not? Let's do back to back.
They're brothers. They're not really brothers, but they look.
This-
Maybe just move his. Yeah, you're gonna have to move. Yeah, that'll do.
Actually, no, move.
Oh,
bit.
got it.
That's
There
it.
we go.
There we go.
There we go.
So yeah, Simon, what did this cost us? I can't remember. You got this one for me. And
220.
yeah, it cost us 220.
Pretty much standard for
MP.
You got to say like 220. A train, like the train bots, which are like this big, and in my opinion, shit. After owning a couple of them, I didn't like them. Were about 250. So like comparing that to this, there's no competition. All you need really is just an Autobot symbol right in the middle of the chest or wherever he has
Yeah.
his.
down there.
Yeah, the big one on the bonnet.
And so does Trailbreaker, I believe. And yeah, these two look great. I think honestly now I think I'm pretty comfortable with my masterpiece collection, and now I'm just gonna we will both be focusing on Magic Square.
Legends, yeah.
So you
Legends
guys
scale.
aren't gonna pick up any more MPs going forward?
Look, maybe one or two, but like honestly, I've pretty much been done with MP for a while now. Except for this, because like official MPs kind of done me dirty. But like these ones are great, but then there's like a lot of fans toys things, and I don't want them all. So
Yeah, but you're filling in, man. Season 1 stuff now.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you've got all the mini bots through fans toys now.
Yeah. I feel like I might just finish season 1 just with MP scale, and then I'll just do the rest.
Well,
of the
season
Legends.
1 and 2.
Yeah, I guess
You've got to have the cone heads.
Yeah.
you know?
Yes, I know.
yeah.
Just and then you probably want the movie Autobots.
No, I can do that because
Can-
then I
No,
still.
man.
Unfortunately-
because fan toys are releasing the Ultra Magnus, so Marg.
Yeah,
You're going to need that. You're going to need that.
Can I ask a question now? It just came to my head right now. It's a bit off topic, but it's still Transformers.
Yeah.
Obviously everyone's seen the new Rise of the Beast trailer. We all now know it's definitely not a spoiler because it's in the trailer that Unicron's coming. And he looks great. Do we? Oh shit! Sorry, Dave. Oh, see, I've ruined his night. I'm sorry, Dave. He's gonna not be happy with me.
He's gonna stab.
He's
you
gonna
after the
stab
show.
me after the show, like he did the other guy.
What about
guy.
him?
It's me.
What about him?
That's an in joke that no one else gets. But okay. So, do we think that? Do we think we have to get a Unicron toy because
You're going to get a repaint of the HasLab.
I'm thinking something like that because
Why would they not want to reuse that mold?
well exactly
If
but-
there's the slightest opportunity
I was
to make
thinking-
some money off it, because those steel tools are sitting somewhere in China in a warehouse. They must weigh a ton. The amount they're paying for storage on them.
So you
Yep.
think we're getting a HasLab?
I'm just putting it out there that don't be surprised if you get some sort of cut down.
simplified HasLab.
The HasLab Kickstarter paid for all of that.
Mm.
So if they can do something else with it now, that's pure profit.
Yeah, because I was just thinking, is this going to be another movie where Unicron's in it when we're not going to get a Unicron toy? Like that'd be mind blowing. Because like in
Yeah.
the first movie,
Mm.
we didn't get a Unicron toy.
Yeah.
God, do you think
in
you
the
get a
86
repaint
movie.
of the Armada mold? Because that still exists somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure they will.
I just want 3A to bring out more figures that's movie related because
Oh, they are.
Oh, you love your
Because-
3As.
yes, the 3A RC
There are
has
actually
just been
some-
announced and that looks phenomenal.
There are some actually pretty good looking model kits that are super articulated
Yeah,
as well.
no,
that are
no,
okay.
can't do model kits. But anyway,
I've always
it-
been tempted by that
it's-
Peru Kill figure.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Great.
this
toy.
is the main course of the last night, and
Yeah.
then we're gonna have a very short.
I have a.
Oh, one more quick thing. Yeah, we're
where
gonna
is it?
because we're gonna finish, and Andrew's got a jet, and then we're
Yeah,
gonna finish the
Got a
show.
bail.
We got to finish the show in 2 minutes.
Oh, 2 minutes.
Yes, baby.
All right. Well, I'm not going to
Crack
be
it.
able to transform that in this
Here you go.
time, but
Do 2 minutes and we're gone, and then we can say la vie to everyone else.
this
What
is
do we
just a
got?
little thing. This is MMC's from the remix. This is their line of cassette bots. This is Steeljaw or Tempo, as they call him.
Yeah, baby. Still,
Mhm.
George, you need
Do you
to
need
take-
your
No,
little
no, I've
cussy
already
cussy?
opened it.
Oh,
There you
yeah.
go.
There we go. So
Okay.
pretty nice packaging. They always
Oh,
do.
wow.
That's awesome.
Now, for all you kids out there who may not know what this is, I mean, Mikey, see, back in the old days, we had music on these things called cassettes.
I'm legitimately.
This is
wearing-
before the cloud, son.
I'm wearing a Soundwave shirt. I'm pretty sure I know what a cassette is.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna.
Yeah, get cracking. That looks awesome.
Yeah, cracking. Yeah. But we want to say goodbye with Andrew here as well. So
Yeah, that's right. Another
Yeah.
5 minutes won't kill.
The quick Mark Jones got a comment and says that's a big assumption that Unicron will look similar to the HasLab figure. I don't know if it will look similar.
Well, it just seems like why would they reinvent the wheel?
Correct. Yeah, but what purely just based on the fact that that's already done.
Yeah, purely based on the fact that that needs to make more money for Hasbro.
In case people are wondering why we're looking over there, we're not looking at Dave. Behind Dave, we actually
Is
have
the
a freaking. Yeah, don't even attempt to carry it. Don't worry.
He's like, don't stop.
So don't touch it.
Don't touch it. It's very expensive.
Yeah. But Simon is determined, dog
So
determined.
while this isn't going to fool anyone, obviously that is exactly the same size as one of the old
as a real
cassettes.
as a real cassette. Yeah.
Well, that's funny because Simon,
awesome.
actually, the real Cassetticons were micro cassettes. Haha.
Yeah, but they look ridiculous at MP scale.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah, that's true.
Now this is actually has one of the more interesting transformations. Like this does something that I've never seen anyone
It flips
else
you
do.
off as you transform it. It's great. Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah.
Well, it flips.
Flip you off.
No, like you've got to.
Why do you keep stabbing it? I'm really worried about this.
No, he's trying to lift the tabs, but you know, here's a man that doesn't really care if he's going to score some of his toys.
Yeah, he doesn't
his
care about the
hand.
resale value, even though he sells all of his toys.
Yeah.
Now you know what to look for.
Actually, never give.
Hang
never,
on, what's going on here?
Actually, never give Dave a screwdriver and knife to do something like that on his gear.
What?
Yeah, you just use knives for stabbing people, right? That's right.
What about him? What about this guy?
What about him?
It's all inside jokes, harmless, by the way. Don't think we're really bad.
Apart from that man, he'll never sleep.
That's
again.
right.
Apart from that guy
He's
before this.
gone. He's
Oh,
very
witness
sad.
protection.
So Mark Jones goes, haven't all the movie Transformers been reinventions?
Have you met?
Haven't they all been reinventions?
Yeah, pretty much.
Movie Transformers. Yeah.
Except for this new Optimus Prime. Looks pretty good.
Yeah, I guess so. But I said the closest of all the bots would have been definitely the bots in Bumblebee. I don't know, something about that aesthetic. Would you agree? Have you?
No, I haven't.
This guy hasn't seen Bumblebee yet.
That is
Why?
a crime.
I don't know.
Dude, the opening scene on Cybertron.
But do you know, Clinton, what the funny thing about that is? It's an afterthought. That was an afterthought.
I
that
know.
scene.
But
They did that in like 3 weeks.
But to me, that made that sucked me in so hard to getting that entire line of bots. Well, what he wants me? What? Dave, look. Leave the instructions out.
Leave me alone.
So
Dave's just had a mild heart attack.
hey, but we are going to finish the episode soon. And so we've got to see how quickly Simon's going to do this. We got 1 minute left, and we're going to say goodbye. He's on.
It's like a Rubik's cube now.
He's like,
Break it.
This is Simon's version of speed forming. You're gonna. Oh, someone made that sound effect.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Mark. I have to say, yes, you're right. I guess every movie realization is a reinvention. I'd be interested to hear what people's favorite. I don't know. Have you, Mikey? Have you collected a lot of the Bayverse stuff?
Yeah, a while ago.
Yeah, and then you kind of went, nah. Done.
Yeah, but that's like me with a lot of things.
What about you, Andrew?
I did have a couple. The movie Devastator.
Yeah.
I quite like that.
Yeah.
The twins, I had them.
Yeah.
I didn't mind.
The Ice
them.
Cream Truck Twins is still a great toy.
Yeah.
From Revenge of the Fallen.
Yeah,
I
100%.
I
like them.
remember when we went and watched the movie again, and Andrew came along that time. This is like
the 86 movie,
was
the
it just
cartoon.
COVID, and then he went hard with mainline.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
why did I grab that?
completely your fault. Oh yeah, I'll just buy that. No, just
I'll
one
get
or
it.
two, just one. But
I'll
that's
get
what MP did exactly the same thing. So when I was a kid, I collected Mask, and my brother collected Transformers.
Yeah.
So I had Blaster and Trax. They were the only 2 Transformers I ever owned. My brother had all of them, right?
Mm.
As soon as MP brought out Trax, boom, I'll buy Trax, and then bought all the MPs that were already out, and then sold them all. So it was the same with the movie. I watched the movie and went, you know what? I'll buy
I
some of the
dig
movies.
this shit. Yeah.
And then went, no, that's it. Yeah, exactly. But
Look, Simon's got his he's got his signature head down thing. It's a,
He's got his signature. I'm
All
not
right,
going to
all
be
right.
defeated.
So as you
face
can
on.
see, I'm going to close out the show soon. Depends on whether Simon's going to be able to speed form that before I say my goodbye.
If this is speed forming, like, far out.
Yeah, so we had quite a good selection tonight.
yeah,
we
it's
had
been good.
Thundertank. Thundertank. We
I
had
don't know if Dave's laughing or falling asleep over there.
He's like, oh, he's got an early start tomorrow. A lot of people got an early start tomorrow. And then
No,
Rabbitohs.
I'm not going to get this
You
done.
gonna be watching the game tomorrow?
I'm going out tomorrow night, but
Yeah.
I will definitely be watching the score.
Do you reckon we can convert this guy eventually?
No.
Yeah.
No. Once you're a diehard fan of a team, you can't leave that.
I wouldn't call Simon
I
a
wouldn't say
diehard.
I'm a diehard fan.
Oh, he loves his Penny Panthers.
That's all I've got in my empty life.
Well, look at him. He's dog determined. He's got to do it. So anyway, thanks, folks. So thank you so much for joining us tonight. It's been a wonderful episode. We will hopefully see you guys again soon. We did 2 in a row, so that's pretty good. Welcome back 2023 in all its glory, and also glory tomorrow night. But more importantly, we're gonna try and like I said, guys, always let us know what you'd like to see, what you'd like us to unbox. Some things we're gonna do deep dives into obviously different franchises and brands. We also will do a very special Transformers episode pretty soon.
Yes.
Always great to have this guy here because it's
Always
just
great
nice.
to be here.
And 30 seconds left.
Oh, he's doing really well.
You're
I'm
doing
impressed.
fucking brilliantly, mate.
It looks great.
Doing brilliantly. Look at him. He's dog determined. Look, he's even got the lip action happening and the tongue thing coming out. What else? Anything else that we'd like to go? We definitely have to do. Oh, you know what? So, reminder everyone: 28th of May.
Yes, 28th
will-
of May, we have
Collecticon.
CollectorCon coming up. Please come and visit us and buy all my stuff.
We're all together.
We're all together in a row, and also I think hopefully that weekend we will do a roundtable.
I'm on
episode.
holidays,
Yes,
so I'll be there.
and
We're doing it actually at Andrew's house. So
Done.
Yeah.
Oh,
a
100%.
roundtable episode. But actually, Talon's going to be here, and we're going to be doing the NECA Turtles.
Oh,
We're
okay.
doing a whole bunch of NECA Turtle stuff.
when does that movie come out? Does that come out soon?
Which one?
There's Timmy and Tim movie coming out.
The cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It mustn't be too far away.
No.
You're most welcome, Rob. Thank you. It was nice, short, and sweet tonight.
Thanks, Rob.
Always nice to have you on board and contributing and having your say. No problem, Michael. You missed the start of the show, but otherwise, good job. Thank you. You have a
You
good
can
night too.
rewatch it again later.
Definitely.
Yes, you can rewatch it to your pleasure and your
And this
leisure.
guy over here, look at that serious face. Look at him. He's got it. He's almost got
He
it.
just broke it, but he got it.
And then, did you break it?
No,
Did you break it?
It's just a ball joint.
And Andrew's like, come on, hurry up, motherfucker. Did I just say that? Sorry.
It was in here and then it popped out here.
Yeah. All right.
And we're done.
Yeah, we're
Yay!
done.
Flawlessly,
Okay,
seamlessly.
And to close out tonight's show,
We have Steel Jaw.
we have Steel Jaw.
Nice
I
work.
gotta say,
Done good.
Simon, you've done an amazing
Impressive.
job. Pretty freaking impressive.
That's
Pretty awesome.
Man, it could have been better, but it was pretty
Could
good.
have been better.
Are we gonna turn on the little thing?
It needs tightening up, but
Yeah, let's turn it on, and there we go. Okay, you got that, Dave?
There we go.
Fantastic.
It looks great.
How much
nice
you pay for
work.
this? Quickly.
Planet Steel Express, which is MMC's own store, I paid $60.
$60. Okay.
Ah, it's
That's
cheap
a
as chips.
bargain.
A bargain.
well
But
worth it.
yeah, hell yeah,
Well worth it.
die cast, like it's better than any micro cassette scale. you're
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
get.
wow.
Intuitive transformation, clearly.
No,
Oh,
look,
obviously. It got
I've
there.
done it once, right? Because it comes in cassette
Smashed it.
form, and I've done it
So
once.
you have
came,
done it once.
and I put it in the steel jaw, and it sat there. I transformed it back this afternoon watching a video, and yeah.
Impressive.
Yeah, it was
I'm
Very
impressed,
impressive.
mate.
If
I love
you
it.
if you do it a couple of times, you'll have no problems.
Yeah.
But
Cool.
it's smooth otherwise. Like you won't feel like you're gonna
No,
break
it's not.
it.
It's not smooth. It's smooth.
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 It's smooth.
Smooth. All right, guys. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Don't forget, like, share, subscribe from all of us here at Toy Reel. Thank you so much. Always a pleasure having you guys watching, tuning in, commenting, and always a pleasure to have these fine
Say
gentlemen
hi to your
along with the
mothers
riders.
for me.
Definitely. Thank you very much to Dave. Always
you,
he's a trooper.
Dave.
And
Okay.
yeah, so enjoy. Great show. Thank you, Mark. Thankfully, the Brisbane Lions will kick goals faster than that. On that note, goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.